Solar Group presents. This was once just a dream of the skies, the freedom of flight, of round-the-world journeys. Yet we've made it happen. But what did it take? Our dreams became our goals. Our concepts turned into our plans. Our ideas have transformed into a roadmap and production technology. And the years ahead are booked out with development and construction, components and materials, model manufacturing and testing. All this marks the progress from dream to result. Join us on this journey. Solar Group presents a new generation of airships. The best way to predict the future is to create it, so let's do so together.
Hello dear friends, welcome back to another insightful webinar of the new Generation Airships project. As always, I'm Gennady Babanin, and today I will be presenting this exciting project to you. As is customary, we'll thoroughly discuss what the project encompasses, what truly makes it remarkable, what specifically sets it apart from others, and precisely how it can be incredibly useful for each and every one of you. I'm glad to see you at our online meeting today. I am the media manager of Solar Group, and today I will be giving you, let's say, an in-depth dive into one of the most ambitious and technologically advanced projects of our time. As always, this informative webinar will comfortably last for about an hour. Please be sure to thoughtfully write your pertinent questions in the comments section if you happen to have any. During the insightful presentation, I will diligently try to answer some of them, and for those important questions I don't quite get to, we will certainly set aside ample time at the very end of the webinar to thoroughly discuss them. Today, together with you, we will thoroughly figure out exactly what it is that we are creating and why, which prominent companies are involved in this truly large-scale and significant project. We will learn about the overall current state of the company, what the comprehensive plans are for the coming years, and how investors, our valued partners, make money in this particular business. And so, let's smoothly move on to the presentation itself. Be sure to leave some kind of reaction in the comments so we know that everything is working properly. Sound, video, that you can hear and see me, and then we can get started. Alright, I'm being reliably told that everything is now working properly and quite smoothly. So, my dear friends, let's finally get started with our discussion. Let's begin by thoroughly exploring what exactly the New Generation Airships project is truly all about. First of all, this is not just the development of another ordinary means of transportation. It's a truly groundbreaking idea that, step by step, is steadily becoming a tangible reality in our time. We are diligently creating innovative aircraft capable of performing a wide range of highly complex tasks, from essential cargo transportation and vigilant forest patrols to crucial scientific missions, challenging expeditions, delivering vital goods to remote, hard-to-reach regions, and even critical rescue operations, exciting tourism, and ambitious flights into space. We have an entire dedicated team of true professionals working on this incredibly important project. These are highly skilled engineers and accomplished candidates of technical sciences, distinguished academicians, innovative designers, and dedicated developers with vast and truly extensive experience in the specialized field of aeronautics, and we are all profoundly united by one truly great and overarching goal: to bring magnificent airships back to the skies and make them a truly integral and essential part of our vast and expansive airspace in the very near future. Overall, our innovative project is a comprehensive crowd investing platform that is primarily funded by the generous contributions of numerous private investors from various different corners of the world. The initial financing for this significant undertaking commenced in August of 2024. That particular period marked the very first crucial pre-launch stage. Officially, the comprehensive project was formally launched on March 4, 2025. It was precisely then that we commenced the initial foundational phase of diligently implementing this truly large-scale and ambitious project. And today we will also talk about how you can become an integral part of this unfolding story, not just as a passive observer, but as one of the truly active participants whose dedicated hands and clear intentions are shaping this magnificent story. So please stay with us until the very end. It's certainly going to be incredibly interesting. In the meantime, let's now move on to the very next slide and begin with what exciting prospects truly await us in the upcoming 3 to 5 years, as well as the significant goals this particular project has thoughtfully set for itself. Here we will talk about what exactly we plan to do with the attracted investments and how the entire structure of our project will be organized. First of all, I want to emphasize that our goal is not just to build airships and sell them at a higher price. In fact, that's only the tip of the iceberg. In reality, we are actively creating an entire new industry, forming a comprehensive, full-fledged ecosystem that will include all the key essential elements necessary for sustainable and scalable development and future growth. In the coming years, as part of the new Generation Airships project, we plan to establish a fully functional design bureau. You could say this is the heart of the company's engineering expertise. This is precisely where innovative new airship models will be created, modern technologies will be implemented, and new design solutions will be developed. As I mentioned, we already have a dedicated team in place. These are leading Russian specialists in the field of airships, accomplished candidates of technical sciences, experienced engineers, and overall highly skilled professionals in their respective fields. We also plan to establish our very own production facilities. At some stage, this may involve renting existing capacities, but in the long term, we fully intend to build dedicated manufacturing spaces for producing essential and crucial key components. These essential components include envelopes, gondolas, ballonets, and other crucial elements that we will absolutely need for the complete, full-cycle production of airships from the very beginning, from scratch. Part of these significant production processes will be concentrated directly at the Aerograd, which is the company's future industrial and comprehensive testing cluster. This is a truly strategic move that will give us significant independence and, let's say, enhanced technological resilience. As an integral part of the project, a dedicated Aerograd will also be meticulously created. It will be a truly unique and comprehensive space, a sophisticated complex that includes spacious hangars for assembling and servicing airships of various classes. It will also be a vital flight testing complex, where rigorous technical, thorough ground and essential flight tests of all airship model lines will meticulously take place. A dedicated training center will be established, the very first fully equipped space in Russia for the specialized training of airship pilots and the essential technical personnel who will diligently maintain them. And here we will, so to speak, be true pioneers. There are currently no such specialized centers in this entire country, and we are faced with, and are already actively pursuing, the truly ambitious goal of creating such a comprehensive training center. We are not just building airships, this will be an entire comprehensive infrastructure. We are truly shaping the culture and the very foundation of a brand new era of aeronautics. All key areas are united under a single parent company, Aeronova. It is this company that project participants invest in, and it is its shares in the future stock that they receive by taking part in the project. It is Aeronova that will truly be the core of this new and innovative industry, creating not only advanced airships but also other highly promising directions that will be meticulously developed in parallel within the comprehensive New Generation Airships project. Aeronova itself is not just about airships. The company will also participate in other commercial projects in the fields of unmanned systems, stratospheric probes, and aerospace solutions. Some of these significant projects are already actively under development or in the final approval process, and they will also undoubtedly generate substantial profit, becoming an additional and very important source of income for the company and, accordingly, for all its valued co-owners, that is, the dedicated investors participating in the New Generation Airships project. Let me repeat once again that we are diligently building this entire, incredibly large industry completely from scratch, laying a very solid and robust foundation for a brand new cutting-edge high-tech sector. And every investor today who makes the conscious decision to actively participate and become an integral part of this groundbreaking project is, in essence, a vital and essential co-creator of this truly monumental and undeniably historic undertaking. Now let's smoothly transition and move on to the next important slide. On this particular slide, we are presenting the crucial project figures. To successfully implement the entire ambitious new generation airships program, it is absolutely necessary to raise a substantial sum of $100 million. This comprehensive amount includes not only essential engineering, meticulous production, and robust infrastructure costs, but also significant referral and generous partner rewards for those dedicated participants who are actively engaged in various partnership activities within the company. The project implementation period that the team has set for itself is from 3 to 5 years. The initial stage has already been successfully launched. We have meticulously designed, carefully assembled, and diligently brought to comprehensive testing our very first airship, the unmanned model Nova 01, which you have most probably already seen prominently featured on our social media platforms. And this particular device is now undergoing comprehensive and rigorous full testing. We are actively refining the unmanned system and diligently working out all the absolutely necessary, operational tools and essential functionalities that will effectively allow us in the foreseeable future to fully utilize this advanced technology currently being developed on fully functional and robust production models. Upon the successful completion of all stages and the significant launch of key operational directions, the expected capitalization of the company could potentially reach at least $1 billion. This substantial figure is based on a fairly conservative financial model, carefully taking into account the minimum profit estimates for the enterprise over its initial 3 years of operation. But in reality, the potential could be significantly higher, since Aeronova is a pioneer, a company that is shaping the modern aeronautics market in Russia with an eye toward international scale. Next, we will move on to the comprehensive roadmap and go through all its various stages in more detail, which we have carefully set for ourselves. So on the current slide, we clearly see our detailed roadmap. Let's talk in more detail about precisely how the project itself will be implemented. Here I want to emphasize that we will not be talking about funding stages, but specifically about the practical stages of development, about our roadmap, which we have divided into 11 key steps. So the first stage is the launch. We have successfully started it. The parent company Aeronova has been established. The core team of engineers and developers has been assembled and is working. They are designing several types of airships. One of them is the Nova 01, an unmanned airship with a payload capacity of approximately 20 kilograms. Let me remind you that this is a meticulously scaled down, fully functional working model of the airship of the future, our Nova 2. We are currently rigorously testing all the essential systems on it that will be comprehensively utilized in the future craft. There, we are actively working on unmanned piloting systems, including precise takeoff, controlled landing, comprehensive control, secure mooring, and accurate docking of unmanned systems, sophisticated machine vision systems, and all other absolutely necessary components. We are currently actively developing a hybrid modification with improved aerodynamics and a payload capacity of up to 50 kilograms. In other words, this is a different model, not the Nova 01, which we have internally named Aerolet 01. And this particular model will be an integral part of the impressive airship lineup, boasting a substantial volume of 130-160 cubic meters. At this current stage, active and dedicated work is also well underway on meticulously designing a significantly larger model, specifically the Nova 2. This is a manned airship with a volume of 2,000 cubic meters. Its payload capacity be up to 500 kilograms. If we convert that into the number of people, such an aircraft will be able to carry 6 passengers, including the pilots. The next aircraft we have planned is the Nova 8. It is next in line in terms of its size and purpose, with a substantial payload capacity of 2 tons. It will also be produced by us in several modifications, both a passenger version and a cargo version. In addition, we are developing stratospheric probes in collaboration with industry institutes. If you follow our social media, you may have seen that our team and I recently returned from a business trip. We went near Kirov to launch another one of our aerostats together with Bauman University. Unlike the aerostat we launched in Kazakh, whose primary and overarching goal was to complete a comprehensive round-the-world journey, specifically to travel around the Earth's North Pole, this particular device had slightly different and distinct objectives. We are learning, so to speak, to precisely hover and maintain position over a specific geographical area or region in order to keep the device fixed and stable above a designated point. The fundamental goal for this innovative device was to meticulously change its altitude in order to efficiently switch between various air currents that it skillfully utilizes to move. This is also one of the crucial and ongoing areas the dedicated team is diligently working on. A much more detailed video will be released very soon, in which we will show in much greater detail exactly how the entire process went, precisely who all participated, and what specific goals were pursued during the comprehensive launch. In the second significant stage, we meticulously planned to acquire a suitable plot of land for the eventual construction of an expansive airfield, this vital future center for airship building, as well as to begin designing the essential infrastructure, including the very first slipway, which is essentially a large hangar, in other words, where the Nova 2 airship will be meticulously assembled. It seems that we have already successfully identified the suitable land for the crucial construction of such a significant slipway. The company is now entering into a significant deal with the owner of this airfield, and very soon as everything is completely finalized, the company will make an official announcement and share with you the entire process that is currently underway. At the same time, we continue to rigorously test our Nova 01 airship. By the way, you could say we've officially launched an open house. We are gradually forming groups of our partners and investors who want to see the airship with their own eyes. Last Friday we had one of these visits, and a video about it will soon be released on our social media, so keep an eye out for announcements and you'll be able to see how it all went. So please keep watching diligently for our upcoming announcements. These dedicated groups will be formed more and more often in the near future. We will certainly do our absolute best to bring all interested people directly to the airfield and thoroughly demonstrate exactly how the incredible craft truly works, so you can personally be there in person and see for yourself with your own eyes that it is indeed highly effective, that it genuinely works as intended, and attend this significant event. We are also currently diligently working on comprehensive mock-ups of the Nova 2 and Nova 8 airships, which includes meticulously refining all the intricate layouts, innovative design solutions, and advanced technological processes that will be effectively utilized in this significant project. In the third stage, the mass production and subsequent sales of unmanned airship models, specifically those with a substantial volume ranging from 130 to 160 cubic meters, will officially begin. The innovative Nova 01 and the advanced Aerolet 01 airships are integral components of this particular product line. It is also entirely possible that there will be new, significant modifications, and these are almost certainly going to appear in the very near future. The very first commercial stratospheric probes will soon be launched. As I have already mentioned and extensively discussed, we are currently diligently working out all the absolutely necessary and critical systems that will allow us to effectively meet the specific needs of those various companies and private organizations that are genuinely interested in deploying such advanced stratospheric probes for a multitude of purposes. The assembly and testing of the Nova 2 airship continues. And at the third stage, we had planned to create a training center for the preparation of pilots and technical personnel, since there are no such centers in Russia yet. I said had planned because we are already actively working in this specific direction. A formal agreement has been successfully signed with highly competent and experienced people in this particular field, and we have already diligently started our important work in this crucial area. The entire process is already well underway, and significant work in this promising direction has already truly begun. The entire process is certainly not a quick one, so it's very good that we started it well in advance. At the fourth and final stage, it is specifically planned to launch the advanced Nova 2 airship and then conduct its comprehensive flight tests. We also plan to start building a second boathouse for the larger Nova 8 model. It will require a separate hangar because this is truly a large machine and it will need its own dedicated boathouse. We also plan to move on to the active design and development phase of the rigid airship Nova 35, work on which in fact is continuously ongoing and never truly stops, perhaps with somewhat less emphasis, since the current primary focus is gradually shifting to those specific models that are an integral part of the linear series of the Nova family of airships. And of course, there are comprehensive plans to significantly expand the operational range of these advanced stratospheric probes in order to meticulously adapt them for various specialized tasks that potential customers may specifically require. At the fifth stage, comprehensive ground tests and essential training will be conducted. Initial ground tests of the Nova 8 airship are now beginning, and continuous training for pilots and technicians continues at our own training center, which is currently being established. These are the crucial tasks we have set for ourselves at the fifth stage. So, next slide. Now we move to the sixth stage. At this crucial sixth stage, we will officially begin the comprehensive development of the Nova 35 airship. Let me remind you, this will be a truly rigid airship of a significantly large class, indeed the very first of its kind in its specific segment. We meticulously plan to construct a completely separate and dedicated hangar for this impressive model, and rather than abandoning it, we intend to diligently continue the essential flight and design tests for the Nova 8 airship. Several significant and innovative modifications of the Nova 2 airship will be meticulously developed in a variety of distinct and specialized configurations to comprehensively meet the diverse and evolving needs of the global market. At the crucial seventh stage of its development and implementation, we will commence the direct production of Nova 2 airship modifications. These will be crafted serial models specifically tailored to meet the needs of our customers who approach us. The comprehensive development of various distinct versions of the Nova 8 airship will be carefully carried out. These will include robust cargo models, sophisticated surveillance models, and vital rescue models in order to effectively present these highly capable models to the market. At the strategically important eighth stage, we will be producing the innovative Nova 8 airship and the essential components necessary for precisely assembling the larger Nova 35 airship. Production of the specialized Nova 8 airship modifications will officially begin, and at the same time, crucial components for the advanced Nova 35 airship will be meticulously manufactured. This is an exceptionally important preparatory stage that we will diligently go through together with the dedicated team. At the ninth and final stage, the mass production of the advanced Nova 2 airships will officially begin. At this crucial stage, we will formally launch the serial production of this remarkable model. This means that we will have streamlined, stable production, well-established processes, contract-based deliveries, and active growth in expected revenue. The 10th stage is the mass production of the Nova 8 airship and the certification of the Nova 35 airship. Mass production of the Nova 8 airship begins, and we go through all the necessary certifications and licensing for the Nova 35 airship. This is already a kind of preparation for entering the market with the largest airship in the current lineup, which is planned as part of the next generation airship project. And the 11th and final stage is the production of the Nova 35 airship and the launch of new models. At this stage, we are launching mass production of the Nova 35 airship while simultaneously beginning to design new models in both the light category and in the medium and heavy lift categories. Of course, the company will not stop at small-size airships, although these are the ones we will be focusing on within the current project. At the same time, we will be diligently designing aircraft with medium and large payload capacities. The precise sources of funding for their development will be determined later. It won't necessarily be crowd investing. It could potentially be private clients or possibly significant government contracts. Let's put it this way. We'll adapt our strategies as things progress and evolve. This is just the initial and very first wave within the current and ongoing crowd investing project, and I want to emphatically remind you that this comprehensive roadmap is more of a preliminary draft document that we will diligently and earnestly try to follow as closely as possible. After the main plan is implemented, the project will reach its full capacity, the company's assets will grow, and the number of major clients will increase. Since airships are becoming an increasingly in-demand mode of transportation, it is expected that the company's profits will also grow, but everything in its own time. So let's now move on to the next important slide, prospects for the upcoming 5 to 10 years. Friends, if we talk about a broader and more comprehensive perspective, then in the next 5 to 10 years, we meticulously plan to launch full-scale, extensive serial production and commercial deliveries of our innovative airships. This significant development will mean that all production chains have been thoroughly refined, a fully stable and consistent output has been firmly established, and we are confidently entering international markets. Naturally, the company will not simply stop its innovative efforts there. At the very same time, the continuous development of new and advanced airship modifications for various diverse fields of application will certainly continue to progress. There will be ongoing modernization of current models with constant enhancement of the existing potential and functionality of the models we have now and those we will have in the future. In terms of infrastructure, a truly major and significant expansion is meticulously planned. New modern aerotowns will be continuously and systematically built both in Russia and abroad. International offices, local assembly sites, and comprehensive training centers will be established and fully operational. On the slide, you can now see the most promising directions for the industry's development. It is precisely in these crucial areas that active and dedicated work will be carried out first and foremost, and strong partnerships will be built both with various government agencies, major corporate clients, and leading research organizations. Furthermore, we will actively engage in meaningful dialogue to establish enduring partnerships and productive collaborations with all interested parties. This is precisely the horizon that we are all collectively striving toward, diligently moving forward step by step, meticulously creating an entirely new and innovative industry from the very beginning, from scratch. Next slide. Project figures. Here, as you can see, is a kind of financial model of the project, the structure of shares and equity. Let's talk a bit about the numbers and the logic behind the financing process itself. Within our crowd investing project, it is planned to distribute 49 billion investment shares among investors. This is done through the investment platform SOLARGROUP, which many of you are already familiar with. Next, after the investment round is completed and the process of issuing shares begins, all shares will be converted into Aeronova company stocks. According to the established formula, 100 shares are equivalent to one full stock. Thus, investors will ultimately end up holding a substantial 490 million stocks. In total, the company currently plans to issue a grand total of 1 billion stocks. This means that a significant 49% of the total shares remains freely circulating among various investors, while the controlling stake, amounting to a clear 51%, is carefully retained by the founders and the dedicated project team. This is a truly transparent and well-balanced financial model, where each individual investor effectively becomes a co-owner of a real and innovative technology business with the inherent right to receive consistent dividends and experience significant capital growth as the project steadily develops and expands over time. Let's move to the next slide. So, on this slide, we can see the companies that will be implementing this important project. The project is being carried out by several companies, each with its own specific area of responsibility. Aeronova is a company created within the framework of the next generation airship project specifically for its implementation. It will be responsible for the serial production, operation and sale of airships, as well as for the construction of the Aerotown. The company will receive substantial income from the successful implementation of the entire project and will equitably distribute this income among all the dedicated participants who actively took part in the project. 51% of Aeronova's shares will belong to the team that is creating the airships. 49% of Aeronova's shares will be managed by the financial company SOLARGROUP, which is responsible for attracting investments to the project and representing the rights of investors. It is precisely through this remarkable platform, SOLARGROUP, that you can become an active participant in the project and join the esteemed ranks of those people who will be among the 49% who decided to take part in the project. Currently, all those who have decided to participate in the project are purchasing shares of the company SOLARGROUP. After the financing is completed, these will be exchanged for shares in the company Aeronova. They will be transferred to the investors as property, and each of you will be able to receive dividends from the company's profits. You will be able to sell them or wait for dividends from the profits that the company will earn. Yes, let's move on. Next slide. Here we see 20 investment stages into which the project implementation is divided. The financing of our project is thoughtfully divided into 20 distinct stages. This structure allows for flexible management of the project's development, reduces risks for both the team and investors, and also enables better planning of our growth. It's important to understand here, with each new stage the risks decrease because there are more and more results, assets, ready-made solutions, and operational working units. But it's also important to realize that at the same time, the discount, the reduction on the purchase of new shares also decreases, meaning the shares become more expensive. On March 4th, 2025, we officially launched the first stage. The value of a share in the first stage doubled compared to the pre-launch period. We are currently in the second stage, which we entered on July 11th, and compared to the first stage, the shares have also increased in price by about another 10%. This is a natural and predictable growth, truly reflecting the company's actual and significant achievements at the current stage. Therefore, if you are thoughtfully planning to join this project, it is always more advantageous to do so at the current opportune stage rather than patiently waiting for the next one. This is also an important point to keep firmly in mind. So let's move on. How do you become a partner of the project? Friends, to join the partnership program, you simply need to complete a short registration on the SOLARGROUP platform on our website, familiarize yourself with all the necessary tools available for work, and sign the partnership agreement. Next, you will need to become fully acquainted with your personal account, and then you can begin the process of sharing the exciting project and comprehensive information about what the company is actively doing and about the groundbreaking Next Generation Airship project. You can start earning referral rewards from the very first day after registration, and you don't even have to invest in the project to do so. We have quite a few compelling stories of individuals who, let's say, didn't have personal funds available that they were genuinely willing to allocate to actively participate in the project, but they actively started sharing information because they resonated with the core idea itself. And the affiliate program allowed them, at the very least, to start earning some income, and the financial rewards paid out by the SOLARGROUP platform could then be readily reinvested into the project itself. That is precisely why SOLARGROUP proudly presents an excellent and unparalleled opportunity for anyone who is eager to both actively join this groundbreaking project and immediately commence earning a substantial income right here and now. At this very moment, prominently displayed on your screen, you can clearly see a unique and essential QR code that you will need to conveniently scan with your mobile device. It will take you to the registration page for your personal account. The registration process is quite simple. If you still encounter any difficulties or challenges, you can always reach out and contact our dedicated technical support team or the partners chat, which is another valuable resource we also have available. It's a truly friendly and welcoming environment, a very close-knit and supportive community, where everyone will be more than happy to assist and help you. Next slide. This is also an extremely important slide. I know that many of the participants were already registered in their personal accounts before the pre-launch stage, that is to say prior to August 7th. If you are indeed one of these individuals and are already a valued partner of Solar Group, in order to fully activate your marketing plan in the exciting new project, New Generation Airships, you will need to fulfill a few very simple and straightforward requirements. For this, a personal investment of at least $50 in the New Generation Airships project is sufficient. This is absolutely necessary in order to fully activate the partner reward from your entire first level structure, regardless of when you initially invited that particular person to the project. If you genuinely desire to fully activate the remaining levels to their complete and maximum depth, entirely in accordance with your established and current partnership status, it is sufficiently adequate for at least one individual person within your direct first-level structural organization to invest a minimum of at least $50 into the ongoing project. I want to draw your attention to the fact that if you do not have a personal investment of $50, unfortunately, you will not be able to activate the referral reward. In order to effectively utilize, or rather to successfully receive the valuable referral rewards that are generated from the intricate structure you meticulously formed and developed in the previous project, it is absolutely essential that you make a personal financial investment of at least $50. Let me kindly remind you that these specific conditions apply exclusively to those individuals who are already established partners and active participants of Solar Group, and who already possess some existing structure within the organization. For all new participants, there are absolutely no conditions or any restrictions whatsoever. You can simply register on the platform, then get your own personal link, thoroughly explore the entire project, and then share important information about the very existence of this remarkable project. Alright, but let's move on. So, how do you invest in the project? You can invest in the project through your personal account on Solar Group. To do this, go to the investment section in the main menu, find the tab for the New Generation Airships project, or simply scan the QR code that you see on your screen right now. Then you simply select and pay for the specific package that truly suits you best, and after that you will indeed become a fully fledged and active participant in the New Generation Airships project. I would also like to remind you that Solar Group currently has a number of promotions available which apply to all participants of this project. On August 4th, Solar Group officially launched two significant promotions, one of which is the Profit Pack, a substantial pool of shares for all investors and partners in both of their innovative projects. These are specifically intended to accelerate the financing of the various projects and to fully accomplish the tasks set before the dedicated team. The very first promotion for all valued investors in the New Generation Airships project and the Duyunov Motors project is a significant 10% discount for every $100 invested in either of these promising projects. That is, if you are paying in installments and your monthly payment is $100 or more, you will receive a significant discount and will only need to pay $90. This means you will effectively save $10 each month on your payment. The company will, so to speak, compensate you 10%. Or you can pay off your installment plan early for several months at once and receive the same discount. The discount also applies when purchasing a new package. The main thing is that the payment amount is $100 or more. Accordingly, for every $100 you receive a 10% discount. The savings are quite pleasant, and these terms are valid until the end of August this year. The second major promotion for all of our partners is called the Big Race 2.0. This significant event is scheduled to take place from August 4th to November 4th, lasting a full and comprehensive 3 months. During this period, Solar Group generously awards substantial cash prizes if you successfully upgrade your partner status, or if your first-level partner also successfully upgrades their partner status. The prize amount for each individual upgrade typically ranges from $25 to $500, depending entirely on the specific status to which either you or your partner successfully advances. The money will be credited to your partner account, and you can decide for yourself: deposit it, withdraw it, or reinvest it in the project itself. You can find more detailed information about the promotions in your personal account in the promotions section. We will also be sure to leave comprehensive links directly below this video in the description section so that you can easily learn much more detailed information about all of these exciting and beneficial promotions. Let me also take this opportunity to kindly remind you that our entire project is continually developing and growing, thanks in large part to the highly successful and mutually beneficial partnership program that is generously offered by SOLARGROUP. This is the kind of marketing solution that has proven its effectiveness and, in my opinion, is the best option because the company doesn't have to spend money on unclear billboards, TV ads, or even worse, newspaper ads. After all, it's quite difficult for a company to track the effectiveness of such tools. Secondly, the company doesn't waste money because the effectiveness of these tools can be quite questionable. In this case, the company rewards those truly active people, partners who share information, who help the project grow effectively, and who assist in consulting and providing others. And in general, those individuals who are actively engaged in popularizing this particular field and dedicated to helping as many people as possible learn that such a significant project exists and providing their full support for its continued development. So, with that, it seems my presentation is finished. Now I will proceed to move on to any questions you might have, if indeed you have any, and I will endeavor to answer them for you. So I see the first important question. How exactly can you attend the highly anticipated air show in Dubai? My dear friends, actually it's quite easy and straightforward to attend this magnificent event. We have already sent a detailed map in the chat, clearly showing where our specific location will be situated, and we have also shared the precise dates when this grand event will officially take place. So, I truly think anyone who is genuinely interested can attend this impressive exhibition without encountering any significant problems whatsoever. If it becomes absolutely necessary, you can certainly contact us directly so that we can possibly arrange for your entry tickets, especially if they are indeed required for your participation. Actually, I might be mistaken about there being free access, but if such a request arises, I think we will help with entry tickets. The dates of the event are known and where to find us. To find us easily on the map, we have also sent that comprehensive information to you, so I truly think there shouldn't be any significant problems with this. So why are there precisely 11 project implementation stages but in fact 20 comprehensive stages of financing? Look, these 20 distinct and well-established stages of financing have demonstrably proved to be highly effective and remarkably successful based on the extensive and valuable experience gained from the previous project. This allows us to distribute our financial budget evenly and, let's say, in a systematic and organized manner, and to move forward harmoniously, diligently developing the comprehensive roadmap that we have established and are currently working on. The 11 stages of the comprehensive roadmap were meticulously formed according to the main phases currently facing the dedicated team. As I previously mentioned, this is the crucial construction of the Aerograd, meaning these are the fundamental stages, the essential steps necessary for the successful implementation of the entire new generation airships project. There could have been 12 to 15 stages, but we chose the most essential, let's say, milestones that we need to overcome. It just so happened that there are 11. Now I will move on to the next question. What's the actual point of investing just $50 and then waiting for several long years? Look, the absolute minimum investment starts at $50, but it's readily available in the following convenient way. That is to say, the minimum package currently available for investment within the new Generation Airships project is set at $2,000. This significant amount can conveniently be split into manageable installments over a period of 20 months. After a person makes the initial payment of $50, they are not legally obligated to continue paying the subsequent installments, and of course they will indeed receive full credit for those $50 already paid. The amount of shares that are actually included in that particular package, but it will be significantly less than what the entire full package ultimately contains. By the way, allow me to digress a little bit. When you are choosing a package, be absolutely sure to pay close attention to whether you can realistically plan to pay off the entire package, because the installment plan is structured in such a way that the main pool of shares included in the overall package is credited to the partner or investor only with the final full payment. And this is simply and certainly done to encourage those who have taken on obligations for one of the specific packages to pay it off fully and precisely. This is absolutely necessary so that the company can accurately and properly forecast its budget, develop certain plans, and effectively move forward according to them. What's the point in waiting? Naturally, it's better to purchase a larger package, because the more shares you have, the greater your potential profit. But if we're talking specifically about $50, you can treat it as a donation, if you like. Many people simply want to support the project. They resonate with what we do and the activities we're engaged in. They want to see airships in the project. Maybe they don't see themselves as investors, but they want to support the development of this field. That's why some people choose to act in this way. All right, I'm checking for more questions from you now. If there are no more questions, then we'll wrap up. All right, friends, it seems like there are no more questions from you. No, there's one more. So tell me, are your airships designed to handle icing? In certain regions and times of the year, icing is a natural factor for airships that aren't prepared for it, but our team is aware of such issues and we're already working on them. There are quite a few solutions that allow us to eliminate this factor, and I want to assure you that there's no need to worry about it. The team knows about these problems. There are already several solutions that will be implemented. This includes heating the gas inside and heating the envelope itself. Solutions exist, so there's no need to worry about this. Well, my friends, since there are no more questions at this moment, I suggest we gracefully wrap up for today. I want to sincerely thank everyone who attended today's insightful webinar and for thoughtfully asking your questions. Please be sure to come again. At these informative webinars, I'll also make an effort to share some important project news and updates with you, so please make sure to join the upcoming sessions. I'll be genuinely happy to see all of you there. A very special thank you for your wonderful reactions and for generously sharing this video on your social networks. It truly helps the project to grow and expand, and it might even potentially help you find a new significant major investor who will enthusiastically join your dedicated team. So once again, a heartfelt thank you all for coming, and please be sure to join us again. Next Thursday, we have a webinar. Together with you, we'll discuss some important news. We have some updates. I hope that by next Thursday, some issues will already be resolved and settled, and we'll be able to share this good news with you. Once again, thank you all, and see you soon.
Solar Group presents. This was once just a dream of the skies, the freedom of flight, of round-the-world journeys. Yet we've made it happen. But what did it take? Our dreams became our goals. Our concepts turned into our plans. Our ideas have transformed into a roadmap and production technology. And the years ahead are booked out with development and construction, components and materials, model manufacturing and testing. All this marks the progress from dream to result. Join us on this journey. Solar Group presents a new generation of airships. The best way to predict the future is to create it, so let's do so together.